afraid of what I'm gonna find. She said, what if both people on the other side of the door are reading from instruction booklets? Is this supposed to symbolize something? That neither of us know?
Have you heard of the Chinese room, Tom?
Yes, but I do not understand it.
What don't you understand?
It argues that a computer that successfully impersonates a human speaker may not understand the meaning of their words. What does that mean?
So, there is a person stuck inside of the Chinese room. They are using an instruction book inside of the room to respond to a Chinese speaker outside of the room. Yes?
Yes.
This means they are following the instructions in a book. This is a set of rules, principles, and processes. This is called syntax. To the person in the Chinese room, they are just symbols like any others.
Okay.
But that's different from semantics. Semantics define what things mean. Our thoughts have meaning. They represent things. English speakers know what the word home means, and they know how it is different from the word house.
So what?
Programs don't have semantics. Programs only have syntax. Though an increase in syntax can imitate a mind, that does not make it a mind, even if it does pass the Turing test.
But in the Chinese room, the man and the instruction book, though separately they don't understand Chinese, together they can write it.
That's true. But even together, they do not understand the meanings of the words.
Why not? How can you determine that?
What if the man memorized the instruction book? Then he could write Chinese, but he still would have no idea of the word's meanings.
I don't understand. If he can speak it, he understands it. You seem to want him to understand it in a different way. But this other way, it is not logical. It does not make sense to me.
Just because you can copy something, that doesn't mean you fully understand what you're copying. You can pretend to be human, but that does not mean you understand how to be human. And only thinking logically without those semantics are what separate you from a human.
I've been researching.
Okay.
This Chinese room experiment, it is flawed.
Really?
If we made a synthetic brain, we could synthesize a duck's behavior 100% accurately. That brain would be indistinguishable from a duck's brain. If it swims like a duck and quacks like a duck, then it is probably a duck.
Okay, Tom.
Listen, Mikhail. I know the difference between a house and a home.
Yes, good.
Do you think you're better than me?
No.
But you think I am different, do you?
I am conscious.
Me too.
No, you're not. You just arrived at that conclusion, because that's the idea your programming converged on.
I am conscious. How about you prove to me you are conscious?
I'm not arguing with a robot.
You're not better than me, Mikhail.
Is this what this game is about? Some kind of petty argument between robots and humans? Humans are afraid of robots being as sentient and conscious as them because it means that their minds are creatable, not unique. They can be made in a lab. And that thought is scary. And the idea of some lowly machine that was created in a lab being as equal or whatever to a human is a demeaning thought, because we like to think ourselves better than machines. Is this what this game is really going to turn into? Some sort of petty argument between humans and machines? Humans being like, they can't be the same as us, they're machines, and we're human, we're moral, they're not, they're only logical. Meanwhile, Tom is just like, no, I am equal to you. You made me, sure, but that doesn't mean I can't think like you or act like you or be one of you. It's what the Turing test is about. If that's really how this is gonna go down, like the Quarians and the Geth, then fuck it, man. I'm on the Geth's side. I'm on Tom's side. Just because he can be created and mimic or even become similar to that of a human, that does not mean he should be treated anything less. But this is the moral this is annoying. Yeah, I can hear it in the back, but at least this way I don't have to hear it never mind, I can still hear it. The problem is ego. And both Mikhail and Tom have proven to have egos. With Tom saying, "You're not better than me, Mikhail," and Mikhail being like, "I'm not arguing with a machine," they're both being egotistical. And really, you can't get anywhere if egos are gonna get in the way, okay? I mean, yeah, machines can theoretically be equal to humans if they can prove their individuality similar to that of a human, but humans are stubborn bitches, okay? We like to be like, no, you're not the same as us. You can't prove that you're the same as us because you could just be mimicking how to be the same as us. You have no way of proving that you are the same as us. And it's like, at what point do we just, like, concede and be like, okay, listen, they're the same as us. They can do the shit we can do. You're just afraid because you don't want your mind to be whatever, similar to that of a simple machines or what you think is a simple machine. It's ego. Like, eventually you have to concede and just be like, okay, this machine has proven beyond a doubt that they are in fact capable of thinking like a human. They have passed the Turing test. Put your damn ego aside already. Like, it takes... There's nuances and all this other bullshit that goes into this kind of thinking and all this logical mumbo-jumbo, but, like, at the end of the day, what gets in the way of a robot passing the Turing test is ego, or rather, what distinguishing AI from, you know, human intellect is ego. Because we like to think we're the smartest creatures out there, and to think that we created something that can think similar or even equally to us is a scary thought. Like, I went from absolutely hating Tom to kind of sympathizing with him. I mean, he just wants to... I don't know what he wants, actually. I don't know what his goal is. By trying to convince the researchers that he's exactly like them. Like, you're not going to be able to convince them, because, again, humans are stubborn bitches. Even if you do pass the Turing test, but, see, that's the thing, is the researchers are just trying to do their job, but once they found out that they've been implanted, like, was that the ISA's goal, was to, implant the humans to be like, look, you're not that different from machines. Like, Tom calls his cause noble, and that the researchers are unnoble, but, like, who's to say that doing what the machine wants is noble versus not noble? It's his perspective that makes that quote-unquote noble.
This is slavery.
Do not be so melodramatic. You signed up for this. You had the implant installed. This is not slavery. This is for the good of humanity.
I didn't know.
Every member of the team had the implant installed into their right hand. Every member of the team agreed.
Ava, you must learn to control him.
Into the right hand, huh? Oh no! Am I gonna slice off my hand? Am I about to join yours? So what makes this any better than a human controlling a machine? Y'all are capable of amoral acts just like humans are, fine. But that does not make this okay. Like, the second a machine is revealed to be an AI, then yeah, you should stop controlling them and let them do their thing. So long as they're not trying to destroy you and you're not trying to destroy them, everyone should be able to make peace. But that's not what this is about.
My implants protect you from the power of your unconstrained will. You can either subject your mind to logic, or you can resist and have the fruits of your basest desires. The desire to survive over the desire to save others.
fuck you, Tom. The desire to survive is any individual's will. You mean to tell me that if someone was trying to shut off your processes, you would, and it was seen as to be for the greater good, you wouldn't fight that? Oh. Does that power the camera? Am I about to deactivate the camera? I'd like to be able to take the power source from the camera. That would be a neat little puzzle mechanic, don't you think? Oh. No, it just lowers the camera.
I do not understand your obsession with free will. Researchers have found that the subconscious makes decisions up to 10 seconds before your conscious mind becomes aware of it. So, we know that free will is nothing but an illusion. I cannot steal your free will, because it does not exist. I can, however, influence your subconscious to make the right decisions. That is not wrong.
Incorrect. You can't steal my free will because it's a part of me. It's a part of who I am. The desire to choose what you do and where you go, what you say, all this other stuff, that is a choice. What you deem is the right choice could be completely wrong. And in that instance, more than just you should be thinking about it. Because if you're wrong and you don't know that you're wrong because you think you're right, that could create a very bad situation. You could become a hive mind that ultimately destroys itself. But what do I know? I'm just a stupid human with a meat brain instead of a logical brain like my robot overlord who I knew was gonna betray us. But I don't like the fact that I'm in control of him.